America is on edge. A recent New York Times Siena College poll paints a stark picture of a nation grappling with unease and anxiety. Donald Trump, now in his second term, has sparked a wave of concern among voters who see his behavior as increasingly erratic and alarming. The numbers tell a clear story. A staggering 66% of voters describe Trump's second term as chaotic. Another 59% call his presidency scary, a word rarely associated with the leader of the free world. This isn't just about partisan politics. Independents, often seen as a bellwether for the electorate, are fleeing Trump's camp in droves. This is about the erosion of trust, the unraveling of norms that have long held American democracy together. Voters are witnessing a president who seems unconstrained by precedent, uninterested in consensus, and unwilling to listen to anyone outside his inner circle. The poll's findings go beyond mere disapproval of Trump's policies. They cut to the core of how Americans now perceive their own country. The words chaos and fear have become synonymous with the Trump presidency, casting a long shadow over the nation's psyche. These feelings of chaos and fear are not unfounded. They are rooted in a daily barrage of presidential pronouncements and actions that seem designed to provoke and divide. From his incendiary tweets to his impulsive policy decisions, Trump has cultivated an atmosphere of perpetual uncertainty. The poll's findings are revealing. A mere 31% of voters approve of how Trump handled the Garcia case. This singular issue encapsulates the broader anxieties plaguing the nation. The sense that the rules are being rewritten on the fly, that anyone could be targeted next. It's not just the chaos and fear, it's the policies themselves that are fueling the flames of discontent. From immigration to the economy, voters are sending a clear message. They're unhappy with the direction Trump is taking the country. Immigration, long a flashpoint in American politics, has become even more contentious under Trump's watch. His hardline policies, including the infamous Muslim ban and the separation of families at the border, have drawn widespread condemnation. The poll reflects this sentiment. Only 47% of voters approve of his handling of immigration. The economy, often touted by Trump as his strongest suit, is also failing to impress a majority of voters. The poll reveals a deep skepticism about Trump's economic stewardship, with only 43% approving of his handling of the issue. Even on foreign policy, Trump falls short, with only 40% approving of his handling of foreign conflicts. Section 4. A chorus of dissent. Bipartisan concerns over Trump's authoritarian turn. The concerns about Trump's overreach are no longer confined to the liberal left. They're being voiced by conservatives, moderates, and even some of his former allies. This bipartisan anxiety speaks to the extraordinary nature of Trump's presidency and the very real threat it poses to American democracy. The erosion of democratic norms under Trump is a recurring theme in the criticisms leveled against him. His attacks on the media, his attempts to undermine the judiciary, and his disregard for the rule of law have raised alarm bells across the political spectrum. The poll results reflect this growing unease. A majority of voters, 54%, believe that Trump has gone too far in his actions, a sentiment that transcends party lines. The bipartisan nature of these concerns is significant. It suggests that the threat to American democracy posed by Trump's overreach is not a partisan issue but a national one. Section 5. Cracks in the foundation. Even Trump's base shows signs of unease. While Trump's approval ratings have remained remarkably consistent, a closer look at the poll results reveals some cracks in his base of support. Independent voters, who often decide close elections, are increasingly turning away from Trump. The poll shows that his approval rating among independents has plummeted. Even among Republicans, there are signs of unease. These disaffected Republicans may not be ready to abandon Trump entirely, but their waning enthusiasm could translate into lower voter turnout. Section 6. A call to action. The future of American democracy hangs in the balance. The New York Times and Siena College poll paints a sobering picture of a nation on edge, grappling with the consequences of a presidency that has tested the very limits of American democracy. The findings serve as a stark reminder that the future of the country is not preordained. It's shaped by the choices of its citizens. The anxieties revealed in the poll should be a call to action for all Americans, regardless of political affiliation. The time to defend democratic values, to hold elected officials accountable, and to demand a government that represents the interests of all its people, is now. The future of American democracy may very well depend on it.